As spawning in the bottom right hand corner of torches, we have the Polish Terran player. We have the blue Terran representing ROC Esports. It is Spirit. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have the Brazilian Terran player. We have the red Terran. It is Kelazhur. Here we go. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we jump into our TvT. I do apologize for being a little bit out of it. Again, I was just trying to set up and trying to join our lobbies here, but it looks like Spirit and Kelazhur, they were patiently waiting for us to wrap up our match before we were able to jump in ourselves. So we do have a fresh best of 3 here, and coming into this, I do lean towards Spirit. I know that Kelazhur has been playing a lot more StarCraft as of late, though. I know it took most of the beginning of the year off, that is true, but over the past month, over the past 2 months, Kelazhur has been dedicating a little bit more time to improving at the game, to practicing once again, but we'll see how he compares the Piotr to Spirit. Let's go. Double gas opener out of Spirit, double gas opener out of Kelazhur, and welcome one and all to Torches. Torches, one of the most vetoed maps in the map pool. We rarely see games on Torches, so excited to see what we have to offer here, as there's a lot to get into. Then when it comes to the map itself, it is a shorter rush distance by ground. It does have, in a way, a more secure main base, just because there's no Reaper cliff coming into the main. You have to go through the natural instead. We have the gold minerals, of course. We have a wide ramp coming into the natural, and we have the gold bases, the gold expansions, the healing pads as well. There's just so many different factors that can come into play. Short rush distance by air, another big factor, of course, as well. And we'll see how our players will approach this. Meanwhile, the lower half of the bracket is progressing, and I just see Fiant in the test. Fiant, looks like he's going up against Baby Marine, but looks like there might be some connectivity issues, so hopefully that clears up. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Hopefully that does clear up. As Kelazhur does go for the dive, and does get the extra shot off. Oh my god, takes down the first Reaper, takes down the first one, does go for the factory as well, but alas, he won't delay the factory. We'll get an SCV regardless. One SCV goes down, going for another as well, but he's going to be forced out. He's going to be forced out, going to be forced back, but the Reaper will escape somehow, some way. He gets away. As he delays the CC a little bit further here. So faster progression on the base here for Kelazhur. Overall, a better trade for the Brazilian Terran. Now he has 2 Reapers. Now he can just bully him back. At least until the Hellion arrives. Yeah, the Hellion is out. Reaper's back off. Once again, a nice pick off out of Kelazhur, picking off another one of those Reapers. And Spirit's in trouble. Spirit, he's in danger here. He's just down in supply, down in army. Once again, delaying the CC. Ooh, SCV goes down. Hellion has arrived, and he's going for the dive. Takes down another Reaper. But now going to be forced back. And again, this isn't ending the game, but it's giving Kelazhur a nice lead. A very nice lead, a very nice advantage. The CC is still not done. Meanwhile, it's about to finish for Kelazhur. Just a strong start here for Diego. Oh, overextending a little bit. Yeah, it does overextend. Has to back up, has to calm down. And you can see how intense the early game can be in TvT. Losing 1 Reaper can cost you the early game. Can cost you a lead. As now we're settling in. It's going to be the 1-1-1 setup here from Spirit. Both players are willing to play mech in this matchup, bear that in mind. So, not saying that we will see mech 100% from both players, but there's a chance. As now you see Spirit taking up into Ravens, working towards his own Inference Matrix. Meanwhile, Kelazhur going to Reactor Viking production. Likewise, does go for the dive, takes down a couple of Hellions. Hellions are being targeted. Nice control with the medevac, breaking lock-ons. Speaking of, does break the lock-on. Lock-ons are broken. Oof, doesn't save the Marine in time, bit of miscontrol there by Kelazhur. Lifts with the Cyclone instead. Medevac tanking a lot of shots. Oh my god. Takes down the Cyclone. A bit of a back and forth trade here. Kelazhur's going to be forced out, but overall I believe Kelazhur still does out trade. Yeah, he does out trade. Picks up a couple of SCVs. Kelazhur, he maintains the economic lead. And he's still just rallying. Like, again, he knows he has momentum, so he just keeps on pushing. Oh, he wants the Vikings. He wants the Ravens. Yeah, he does want them. Boys are pulled to repair. Oh my god, despite that, the first Raven looks like it is going to go down just barely. High energy Raven going for another. No anti-air. There's one Marine. There's one Marine. Yeah. Speaking of, the Marine is within range of the tank. Marine goes down. And again, the other is in a rough position. Este Spirit. More Vikings have arrived. Second starports on the way. He's going for a 2.2 base all in. This is a little bit old school here by Kelazhur. But he's going for double starport production. Oh, he bleeds out one Viking. Bit of miscontrol. There by Kelazhur. Ravens are coming in for a flank. Kelazhur is not seeing the Ravens. He doesn't know. They can't come in for a mass disable, and then you can pull the boys, and then you can break out. Oh, yeah, Ravens are going for the dive. Vikings have to land. He does land in time. Whew. Yeah, with that, he will try to protect his tanks. SCVs go down, and the disable's about to run out. He will lose one tank, but he saves the others. Still within range of the CC. Still kills 7 SCVs as well. And remember, he's making 2 Vikings at a time and a Liberator as well. Remember, he has 2-port. Like 2-port set up. Third CC on location. God, the base getting very low. Now, at least the Ravens survived. True. The Ravens did survive. Despite that, ooh, going for the disable. Disable's a Liberator. And that buys some time. He's building up his own Vikings. And the army on sieges. He doesn't siege. Vikings going down. Hey, Spirit, he has air control. I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. Yes, to Diego. Ay. I mean, he's doing it. Like, he's breaking Spirit. Spirit is being broken. The third base is getting up and running. CC forced to lift. Once again, takes control of the air. Not bad. Okay, we need more Vikings here from Kelazhur. Does need more Vikings. Oh god, the tank shots are brutal. And you can see the tanks repositioning as well. There's the skin. Yeah, Marines, they push forward. He breaks through the siege line, at least he tries to. Yeah, takes down two of the tanks. And GG gets called. The Spirit has been broken, and Kelazhur takes game number 1. Whew, GG. Kelazhur does take a lead in the series. Again, a very intense game 1 here. From the beginning, Kelazhur, he had a lead. Remember, he killed the first Reaper. And because he killed the first Reaper, it meant that he could delay the CC, could kill the second Reaper, could kill the Hellion as well. It all did snowball from that first little win from Kelazhur. Momentum was in his favor, was on his side for the entirety of the game. GG. Once he got that momentum, he just did not stop. Did not stop, did not slow down. With that, we're now getting into our next game. We're getting into game number 2. And we'll see if we can recover, if Spirit can make a series out of this, or if this all ends here and now on ley lines. Personally, I'm hoping for a back and forth. I'm hoping for a series here, but the pressure is on. Pressure is on Spirit. So we are getting into game 2. Again, as I mentioned, it's going to be on ley lines. Here we go. Here we go, as we are getting into our next game, as we are looking to see if the series ends here and now, if we can make a series out of this. Let's go. This morning in the bottom left-hand corner of ley lines, we have the Polish Terran player. We have the blue Terran representing ROC Esports. Down in the series, we'll see if we can bounce back and force the ace match. It is Spirit. Oh, we're going. We're sending it across the map. Abby is spawning in the top right-hand corner. We have his opponent. We have the Brazilian Terran player, the red Terran, going for the proxy and leading the series 1-0. It is a Kelazhur. Only sending out one SCV. Bear that in mind. Only one SCV, only one Rax, not a 2 Rax Reaper, but a single Rax Reaper, and I would imagine 1 Rax back at home. So very uncommitted here from Kelazhur. He's not being too spicy. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So just stretching. The Rax is on the way. And again, it's going to be Rax Reaper here from Kelazhur. He's not killing too hard. He should be throwing down his second Rax back at home and settling into a longer game state. This is designed to punish an economic opener, but as we can see here, double gas opener out of Spirit, going for a faster factory. Very safe, very tech heavy start from Spirit. So he should be okay. Shouldn't lose too much here. Kelazhur ideally would want to try to get on top of the first Reaper and maybe focus it down. It's going to be clutch though. Oh, as yeah, we do see the again factory back at home. Spirit cancels the bunker, but he does shoot first. Kelazhur does shoot first. He goes for the dive, doesn't quite get in. And with that, the SV goes down, and Spirit defends. As Spirit he holds, he does defend. Calm down. Shooting his own SCV for a moment. Again, a very intense moment here for Spirit. He had to cancel a bunker as he did misread initially. He was being, or he believed it was going to be something more committed. But the game continues. And the Rax is floating back home. Oh, never mind. Spirit shoots first. Yeah, Spirit, he does shoot first. Kelazhur, oh, he has to get the hell out of here, taking a lot of hits to the face. Ay, ay, ay. Taking a lot of damage, has to pull away. CC on the low ground. Kelazhur does race back. Oh god. Once again, takes some extra hits. The Hellion has arrived. Kelazhur is in danger. He has to race back. Cyclone's still on the way. CC's going to be delayed. It's going to be delayed. Delayed here. And just a really rough position for Kelazhur. As now we can break free. Now we can expand. The Rax has been spotted. Kelazhur's moving in. He does move into delay, and he just barely snipes the SCV, takes out the Hellion. It's going to cost him a couple of Reapers himself. And he's going to lose Cyclone. Yeah, brutal loss here. Cyclone goes down. Spirit does hold. And he rushed into a third CC. Yeah, third CC's on the way. Very Spirit here. And barely out of vision of the rat. No, he doesn't see Kelazhur. He barely doesn't get eyes on this. And with that, doesn't know how greedy Spirit is being. Okay, he's going for his own. Whew, he's going for his own third CC, so not too far behind when it comes to his own economy. Cloak is on the way for a Banshee play. And Kelazhur, he did see the tech lab, so he has an idea what's going on, but this could very well be just Raven production, which is standard. So it could be Raven play. There's still a lot of pressure on a Kelazhur, second factory going into mech. So Kelazhur is making it up. From the side of Spirits, still a little bit too early to tell. We haven't really confirmed any second racks or second factory or extra gases. He's on a 3-gas setup, true. Go jump into the main. Locking is broken. And the medevac should get away. Does boost out. Likewise, catching a free depot, not bad. Getting whatever he can, whatever he can. Takes down the depot. Kelazhur behind this, building up his Vikings, building up his own tank production. What's interesting to me is that Kelazhur is not going into battle mech. He's not going for battle mech. But he's finding a lot of damage here, getting another 2 SCVs, not bad. 2, 3 SCV kills. We can see Spirit trying to set up the surround. Coming in from behind at the same time, Banshee across the map. Gets shut down. Nice cleanup. Medevac does boost away. Oh god, it's gonna be close. Oh, he does scan. And he will shut it down. Nice catch there from a Spirit. Takes down the Medevac. Does defend back at home. And we have a game. We have a game. We have a back and forth. It is going to be Bio tank out of Spirit. 2 more racks is on the way. So it's playing Bio. And I believe Spirit, he did scout earlier and he saw all the Cyclones. He should have an idea what's going on. Well, I should say the Banshee, if you recall. The Banshee did see all the Cyclones, did see the Vikings, saw the lack of Bio. As we're slowing things down and both players are expanding. Now, after a very chaotic and intense early game, both players have a comparable economy, 53 and 51 workers. There's a scan, now he confirms all the factories. So Spirit now fully aware that it is going to be mech. We can see it's going to be a more traditional form of mech, of tank Viking. There's no blue flame, there's no Macville accelerators. It's a much slower composition. Which means Spirit will have the opportunity to mass expand and get a faster fourth. Get a faster fourth base, gain map control, and try to gain a greater economy against Kelazhur. Scan reveals Bio. Let's reveal that Bio. Yeah, so just building up our siege lines. I mean, that's a siege line. That's a lot of tanks. Gonna be 9 tanks here from Kelazhur. He has almost double the tank counts. This is where the Ravens come into play. Ravens with the disables will allow Spirit to break through a siege line. And that's where it comes down to the Vikings, right? So there's going to be a back and forth. And this is also why air control is so important. Kelazhur, he is reactivating out Vikings as we speak, and it's going to be on him to zone away the Ravens to make sure that his tanks are safe against those disables, against those Ravens. Spirit moves out. Kelazhur, he has no idea. He doesn't know where the army is. He doesn't know that Spirit moved out. He doesn't know that he's in danger. Again, the Vikings are over the army, but they're not really protecting them. Spirit sneaking up on the flank. There's a scan. He's moving in. Yeah, he's going in for the disables. Vikings out of position. He gets 1. He gets 2. It takes down 2 tanks. And he doesn't quite break through the siege line. But nice start. Ooh, takes down 3 tanks even. Yeah, 3 tanks go down. Again, Kelazhur, he was out of position. He didn't see the move outs. He didn't see the army. And now he's losing gases. Losing gases, losing workers. 3 SCVs go down. The CC's under fire. And suddenly investing into all these Vikings wasn't really worth it. The goal was to protect the tanks, and he wasn't able to. But that does allow him to get into Liberators, true. Liberators are on the way. Spirit, he pulls back. Does pull away. Both players taking their 4th bases. Kelazhur faster to do so. Yeah, slightly faster. Spirit once again rotating. And again, he's hoping for a fight slag in moments like that, where he's able to catch out Kelazhur, hit a base, catch some tanks, pull away, and rinse and repeat. But Kelazhur with the mass on siege, okay. He unsieges everything, he pushes out, he gets spotted by the Cyclone. Spirit knows. Spirit, he's aware of the push. Center tower in the center of the map as well. And the tanks are ready. Ooh, Kelazhur, he's face checking. He bleeds out the Hellions. Doesn't sound like a big deal there, but I mean, Hellions do a great job buffering, just tanking, and we're going for the base trade. Yeah, Spirit, he goes towards a 4th base, towards a planetary. At the same time, Kelazhur right towards a natural, and Spirit's out of position. Tanks are trying to rotate. Tank volley's going off, the Liberator as well. Does hit the natural. And Spirit is late. Spirit, he's late to the party here, late to the base trade. The natural's under fire, now pushing in towards the main. And Spirit, he only knocked down the 4th. He's coming home. He's coming back home. Does try to make a stand here. Nice disables. Disables on the Vikings. Despite that, Kelazhur, he should take this fight. It's close, but he will take it. And he's done it. Wow, Kelazhur, he breaks the main. He breaks through into the main base. Camera the production. Spirit, he races back home. I mean, he's got a lot of supply in these drops. True. Does have a lot of fire. Does have a lot of supply. He will break through these tanks. He's pushing into his own main. Pushing into these siege tanks. Liberator's out of position. Yeah, Liberator's not helping. We had a full surround. And Spirit, he holds. Whew, he does hold. He does survive. He does clean up the army. Supplies are neck and neck. But look at the economies here. Kelazhur, he's got 66 workers. And Spirit, he doesn't really have much of an economy, but he has an army, and he's moving out. Does move out. Kelazhur, he almost just straight up killed his opponent. But Spirit now has that supply lead, and Kelazhur, he needs to build up his tank count, and more importantly, he needs something to protect those tanks. He needs that buffer. Liberation has arrived. Ooh, Spirit does overextend. He will lose both Liberators for free. Yeah, big overextension. Spirit, calm down. Meanwhile, mining is still being denied. Kelazhur trying to keep up. Spirit, he does pull back home. And the game is stabilizing. Spirit, he's able to rebuild his workers because even though he was losing a lot of STVs, he did keep the bases alive. Bases did survive. So despite Kelazhur almost breaking the main base and almost breaking Spirit, the game is continuing. Going for a heli run by, he's going to run into Marauders though. Yep, he's deflected. Blue Flame is on the way. Ooh, catching out almost every single Hellion. Yeah, 3 Hellions make it out. I should say 2 Hellions make it out. Nice catch from Spirit. And again, Hellions are meant to serve as that buffer zone for the tanks. Likewise, he has 14 Vikings. Still building up more. The upgrades are still a little bit lacking for Kelazhur, but he's getting there. At the same time, looks like he will be able to delay the CC. Army is rotating. Kelazhur, can he force a cancel? He can't force a cancel. Can he get out of here, though? He does go for the transformation. He's going to try to get out. He does not have advanced servos. And he will not escape. Yeah, he will lose every single Hellion here. Ay, ay, ay. Again, he's lacking those upgrades. Working towards Thor production. Now we have Spirit going to Mass Starport. Mass Starport, Mass Viking. It's all about that air control. Thors will help in that respect. They will help. As both armies are maxing out, we see Spirit rotating to the center. Kelazhur does spot the rotation. Again, it's going to be up to Diego to keep up. We just see Spirit headed towards the northern base. And Kelazhur, he is stuck behind the army. Yeah, and Spirit, he can just go, he can try to go up the ramp. If he does, we could end up in a base trade. Either Kelazhur responds to this army or is pushing. Yeah, he's pushing. Spirit is going to be faster to stim in. Kelazhur, he turns around. This base will fall, 100%. And he does go for a split push. He has some tanks racing back home to defend. And the tank shots are solid. Yeah, tank boys, they shut down the army. At the same time, he pushes in. Kelazhur, he will lose 14 SCVs. But at the same time, he knocks down one base, and he's going for the planetary. Yeah, he's going for the others as well. And Kelazhur, I mean, I assume that he had done it earlier, but he's doing it here as well. He shuts down the main army. He denies the third base, now pushing towards the fourth. Takes down the CC. And he should get the planetary as well. Yeah, Spirit is racing back home, but he lost so much supply. Planetary goes down. And Kelazhur, he should knock down this planetary as well. Big should on that one. There's the scan. He's going for it. Vikings are sharking around. Vikings, they land. How about to get into the mineral line? We're coming in for the surround. Yeah, Vikings look quite in position. He will catch all these Ravens, though. They're already coming for this round. Tanks and Thors are cleaned up. Vikings have to get the hell out. They have to get out of here. They have to pull away. Spirit, he can still take this. Oh, as Kelazhur takes a rough fight here. Still very tense. Again, Kelazhur, he got caught. He plummets in supply. He lost a lot of tanks. Okay, he lost 9. 9 tanks went down. And 4 Thors. Still very close. Spirit, he saved the expansion. That's what's important. He saves the base, and he double expands behind this. Taking center left and center base as well. So Spirit, he has an economy. Kelazhur re-expanding. Moving out for a Hellion run by. What does he go for? Does get a couple of SCVs. I say a couple, gets up to 10. 10 SCVs go down, not bad. He rotates over, he finds another mineral line. Remember, no planetaries. Yeah, no planetaries, which means more economic damage. 13 SCVs. Very nice Hellion run by. Diego is popping up. Diego. We are pulling away. The game is slowing down. We're maxing out. We're just cutting the map in half. Let's go. When it comes to our army compositions here, how many Vikings we have? 28 Vikings. That's a lot of Vikings. Not many tanks on the ground, which is a concern to me. Vikings are good, but against the Bio army, here we go. Mass Disable, Marines, they stim in. Kelazhur out of position. Completely out of position here. He will take down the expansion. At the same time, we will lose a planetary. Planetary goes down. Marines stimming forward. Again, there's Thors to defend. I don't trade well against Marine Marauder. He scans. He sees there's nothing here. Yeah, he can just go for it. If he wants to, he could go with these Vikings, and he could snipe another base. Spirit, now it's his turn to be out of position. Yep, Vikings, they land. They clean up the fire. They can keep going. They can, and they should. Again, Spirit, he's racing back home. He's trying to respond. There's a land. Takes down the mineral line. Thors are here. And how will the armies clash? Again, Kelazhur, he has the Viking advantage, but there's a lot of Marauders on the ground. The goal there would be to stem forward and to try to break this siege line. There's not a lot of tanks. And the Vikings are out of position. He's getting ready for the Mass Disable. And here he comes, Mass Disable. Disables all the tanks, disables most of the Thors. The Vikings, they will take control of the air. Barely. But the ground army just crumbles. Now we can just stim. Yeah, now we can just stim across the map. And I don't know if Spirit can be stopped. Catching out 2 more tanks. Yeah, 2 more tanks go down. And the army here, Kelazhur needs more time. He needs more time. He's setting up his tanks though. True. As long as he's in position, he can hold on. He's setting up his tanks. He was able to snipe how many Ravens? 11. Oh my god, 11 Ravens went down. Kelazhur, he's holding on. The longer this goes on, the better it is for Kelazhur. Spirit stims in. Takes down a tank, takes down Liberator. Going for the planetary, takes it down as well in a matter of seconds. And the Vikings are forced to land, and they will in time. Yeah, tanks, they pop up, and Kelazhur, he's done it. Whew, Kelazhur, he shuts down the army, he defends back at home, he will lose an expansion, but he has a base. Yeah, he can just replenish, he can just replace. He still has a CC. Liberator, doesn't get much done. Just scanning, checking for bases, checking for expansions. This southern base is the most important base now for Spirit. Kelazhur, he has the Mass Viking. He's rotating over towards these 2 important, crucial mining bases. Liberation has arrived. Tanks are setting up. We see Spirit trying to come in from behind instead. Oof. Tank volleys are brutal, and the base should fall. Catching out the Medivacs. Yeah, Medivacs getting caught out as well. And again, Kelazhur, he's just been able to outposition Spirit two too many times, I would say. When it came to pushing across the map and initially breaking the 3rd base and the natural and the main. Some of the other previous fights as well. Spirit, he had some good moments, that is true, but overall, Kelazhur did outscale him. And again, Kelazhur, he was one able to cripple the economy. GG gets called. Spirit, he has no mining. And Kelazhur will take the series 2-0, advancing on to the qualifying match. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Congratulations and congratulations to Kelazhur as he does claim the series, as he does advance on into that qualifying match. Again, a big win here for Diego. Spirit, I feel like a lot of people, myself included, would have favored Spirit coming into this, but as we mentioned, Kelazhur over the past couple of months, he has been practicing more. He did take some time off. Kelazhur, he did step away from the game at the start of the year, but he recently came back to practicing once again, to laddering once again when it comes to the lead up into EWC, lead up into Home Story Cup, and now lead up into this qualifier as well. So GG well played. Kelazhur, he does claim it's a very impressive win here from Kelazhur, and now we're getting into our first best of 5 of the broadcast. Up next is going to be a best of 5 between Kelazhur and Mana. Ex-teammates and good friends. Yeah, good old friends here. Kelazhur and Mana, they've been around for a very long time. Again, both on Team Liquid for a long time as well.